Well, hello there. In this video, I'm going to be talking about The Last of Us Part 2. Now, I've been wanting to do a video about this game for some years, and now I get a chance to. If you've clicked on this video, I'm assuming you already know about the game, so I'm not going to do any introductions. I'm just going to tear into this. Neil Druckmann said in an interview recently that we shouldn't count on any more Last of Us, that this could be it. Now, critics of the second game rushed to the internet to crush Naughty Dog and Neil Druckmann because they took what he said as the game getting canceled. What game? I just want to point that out. What game? That's saying that there's a game to even be canceled. Nothing, Neil Druckmann said, indicated that the game wasn't going to happen. Did The Last of Us sell more copies than Part 2? Yes. That being said, Part 2 was still a critical success, and looking at it from a money point of view, it did very well. Now, if you clicked on this video, I'm also assuming you are aware of the game's divisive story choices. Now, spoilers incoming, they kill Joel at the beginning of the game. Then you get to play as Ellie to go after the people that are responsible for killing Joel. And that's putting it lightly. Ellie is by far the most fun to play as in the game. And I just want to talk about Ellie for a second because Ellie has gone full Green Beret in this game. I mean, she is deep cover super spook that rivals John Wick. In fact, John Wick looks PG-13 compared to the way you obliterate people as Ellie in this game. She has explosive arrows. Someone explained to me how Ellie, who's been living in Jackson, Wyoming the past 4 years, learned all these skills to brutally murder the way she does in this game. Assuming that there's the occasional hunter attack or dealing with the infected on patrols, she's just been chilling. What did she do while she was there? Did she go see Ra's al Ghul in the mountains?
You know how to fight 6 men. We can teach you how to engage 600. You know how to disappear.
She's like a superhero in this game. She went from this personality...
Your friend will be missing this tonight.
...to this.
Where's Abby?
I'm fucking dead anyway. Why would I tell you anything?
Because I can make it quick. Or I can make it so much worse.
Like, dang, girl, you need to talk to someone? Yes, Joel was killed right in front of her, and this obviously sends her into a state of mind that allows her to brutally annihilate anybody that stands in her path, but damn, did she fall off a cliff. After murdering everybody in Seattle looking for Abby for approximately 11 or 12 hours, you get to play as Abby, the person that killed Joel, for another 11 to 12 hours. This was the part of the story where I fell off a cliff. I was so annoyed. Not to mention that I was already annoyed with the fact that they killed Joel off, but now that you have to play as the person that killed Joel. There were some other things about the game that I was annoyed with, like some of the continuity issues. I'm more talking about Ellie. As Ellie, she has a complete shift in morality. I mean, the way you can off people as her, then turn around and flirt with Dina comes into question your sanity, because after blowing up several human souls, you're still able to have a normal conversation with someone afterwards. Makes me believe that you might have a mental condition. Now, Dina also has a mental condition because she's digging all of this. Now, you get to play as Abby later on, and her story is much more grounded. It's not unique like Ellie's story. She's just Abby. She's the daughter of the nurse that you murder at the end of the first game, saving Ellie. She also lives in the most fucked up place in the continental US, which is Seattle, Washington, at least in this world. In this world, this place is leveled. Most of the city is just rivers. Obviously, it would just be a pain to get anywhere in this game if this was real life. So let's just admit that this game is absolutely gorgeous. This gameplay, the environment are a testament to the original, and it's more of that iconic gameplay we love with quality of life improvements. Just being able to go prone in this game changes how you get to play your surroundings. As Abby, I feel like the game gets a lot harder even if you're playing on the same difficulty. Abby is not as fast as Ellie. You have different weapons and you have different environments that require different strategies. I felt like as Ellie, you could just attack any way you wanted. As Abby, the gameplay slows down and you have to think more about what you are doing. The AI in this game is turned all the way up. The NPCs will not always take the same path, and they're really good at flanking and pushing you if you engage in combat. A multiplayer of this concept would have been really good. Now, I'm sure you already know that the studio canceled that project and said basically that the game wasn't coming together. And I can appreciate that they wanted something that worked, but I wouldn't mind knowing what actually went down with factions and why we didn't get it. So a lot of this has already came to light, but a trusted insider told the media that Part 3 could very well be in advanced production. So basically that means they are putting it together as we speak. Neil also said in an interview that it's up to them if they want to continue this story. There's nothing that's come out that's in the news that says Part 3 is even happening, that or Part 3 got canceled for sure. Sony didn't say anything to them, and Sony's had a very hands-off approach when it comes to Naughty Dog making their games. Neil also said that they wanted something that works. They wanted, the only way that they continue the series is if they can come up with something special. If they don't, then they're fine with the way the second game ended things. I would be fine getting to play as Ellie and Abby again. Yes, the dialogue in Part 2 was cringe.
How would you rate our kiss from last night?
And the character choices and the direction were questionable.
Those arms like Abby, I need those arms like Abby.
But I believe we can still get a game out of these two characters. I wouldn't be surprised if Part 3 ends the series. I hope we get as much game, if not more, in Part 3. I enjoyed the fact that Part 2 is long. It's a lot of game, and I appreciate that. I don't necessarily want more of the message and the political undertones that Part 2 shoves down our throats.
I think they should be terrified of me.
And I have a simple solution for this. Do not let Haley Gross co-write your story.
That's so fucking... Here's what I hate. No woman could have worked on this because of the level of violence, because there was violence against women, because it is a video game. It's so fucking sexist. I like watching graphic violence. Like, I like having a conversation about what power is. Does that make me less fucking female? Suck a dick.
That's all I'm gonna say about that. If you want to know more, there's a documentary on YouTube on Naughty Dog's channel called Grounded. It's a 2-part series and they're pretty long, but it goes into the making of Part 2 and the people involved and the process. I've played Part 2 a total of 3 times. I played the first game originally on PS3 and then remastered game on PS4. I have multiple playthroughs between both versions. If you still have The Last of Us Part 2, I would highly recommend a second playthrough. Hell, I would even recommend, if you don't have a copy of the game anymore, just go to your local GameStop and pick up a used copy. You might end up feeling differently about the game this time around. So what do you guys think? Do you think they're gonna make a Part 3? Do you believe that it's already in advanced production? So yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Guys, if you liked it, hit the thumbs up for me, talk shit down in the comments. Until the next one, I'm out of here.